Yo, what's up everyone, it's Ianese, and welcome back to the channel for your weekly dose of all things tech. This week's been absolutely wild. AI is everywhere. Arkansas is leveling up, and we've even got updates from the world of quantum computing. We're talking Google search getting a massive AI makeover, Apple's Vision Pro getting even more pro, and a whole lot more. You guys know I love diving deep into this stuff, so let's get right into it. Welcome to this week's Top Technology News Roundup. From groundbreaking AI advancements to major updates in AR/VR, we've got it all covered. Let's dive in. Alright, so first up we gotta talk about Google. They're basically throwing down the gauntlet with this new AI-powered search update. I mean, we've seen AI integrated into search before, but this feels different, you know? It's like Google's moving away from just giving you links and straight up trying to answer your questions directly. And it's all powered by generative AI, which means the search engine is actually creating responses based on its understanding of the web. Imagine typing in a question and instead of getting a list of websites, you get a full-on explanation, complete with visuals and everything. That's the kind of future Google's painting here. Of course, the big question is, how well it actually works. Is it going to be this super intuitive conversational experience, or are we going to be stuck with some weird AI-generated gibberish? Only time will tell, but you know I'm going to be putting it through its paces. I'm talking full-on tech review, putting all the features to the test. So if you want to see how Google's AI search actually stacks up, make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon so you don't miss it. Moving on to the world of AR and VR, Apple's giving us some updates on the Vision Pro front. Now, I know what you're thinking. The Vision Pro hasn't even officially launched yet, so how can there be updates? Well, Apple's been letting developers get their hands dirty with the device, and these updates are all about refining the experience, making it even smoother, even more immersive. We're talking performance enhancements, new developer tools, the whole 9 yards. Basically, Apple's making sure that when the Vision Pro does finally drop, it's going to be ready to blow us away. And let's be real, the potential here is insane. I mean, imagine a world where you're not just looking at your phone or your computer screen, but you're actually interacting with digital content in the real world. That's the promise of AR and VR, and with Apple throwing its hat in the ring, things are about to get very interesting. I'm really curious to see how these updates translate into real-world performance. Will it be that next-level AR experience we've all been waiting for? I'm hoping to get my hands on a Vision Pro soon, so stay tuned for that. Now let's switch gears for a second and talk about something that sounds super complicated but is actually incredibly cool: protein folding. So basically, proteins are these complex molecules that are essential for life, and the way they fold determines their function. It's like origami, but on a molecular level. And for years, scientists have been trying to figure out how to predict how proteins fold, because if we can do that, it opens up a whole world of possibilities in medicine and biotechnology. Well, guess what? AI just cracked the code. Researchers at DeepMind, the same folks behind AlphaGo, have developed an AI model that can predict protein folding with incredible accuracy. I'm talking better than anything we've ever seen before. This is a massive breakthrough, guys. It has the potential to revolutionize drug discovery, disease diagnosis, even materials science. It's a perfect example of how AI can be used to solve some of the world's most challenging problems. This is the kind of stuff that gets me really excited about the future of technology. Speaking of AI, Meta's been busy too. They just dropped an updated version of BlenderBot, their conversational AI system, and it's smarter than ever. Now, BlenderBot's been around for a while, but this new version is packing some serious upgrades. We're talking next-level natural language processing, improved dialogue flow, and a whole lot more. Basically, Meta's trying to make BlenderBot the most human-like AI chatbot out there. They want it to be able to hold a real conversation, you know, like you're chatting with a friend. And to be honest, some of the demos I've seen are pretty impressive. The chatbot can actually hold a coherent conversation, and it's even got a bit of personality to it. Of course, we've all seen how AI chatbots can go wrong. Remember Tay, Microsoft's chatbot that turned into a racist monster after spending a day on Twitter? Yeah, let's hope Meta learned from that. But if they can pull this off, BlenderBot could be a game changer. Imagine having an AI assistant that can actually understand you and help you with your day-to-day tasks. Okay, let's talk hardware for a minute. Amazon just announced some new AI chips, and they're coming for NVIDIA's crown. We're talking about Trainium 2 and Inferentia 3, and these things are beasts when it comes to AI model training and inference. Now, if you're not familiar with those terms, basically training is like teaching an AI model how to do its thing, and inference is like putting that training into action. And these new chips from Amazon are designed to make both of those processes faster and more efficient than ever before. This is a huge deal because AI is incredibly computationally intensive. We're talking about massive amounts of data and complex algorithms. So having specialized hardware that can handle those workloads is essential. And with these new chips, Amazon's sending a clear message: they're serious about AI and they're coming for a piece of that NVIDIA pie. Alright, let's talk Tesla. They just pushed out a new update to their full self-driving software and it's got everyone talking. Now, I know what you're thinking, full self-driving is a bit of a stretch, right? And you're not wrong. Tesla's autopilot system is still technically a level 2 system, which means the driver needs to be ready to take over at a moment's notice. But this update is all about making autopilot even more capable, even more reliable. We're talking improved handling of roundabouts, better pedestrian and cyclist detection, and enhanced safety features. Tesla's basically throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this update, and it's clear they're pushing hard to make full self-driving a reality. Now, whether or not they'll actually achieve that goal is still up for debate. But one thing's for sure, Tesla's autopilot technology is constantly evolving, and it's definitely pushing the boundaries of what's possible with self-driving cars. In other AI news, Microsoft and OpenAI are taking their bromance to the next level. They just announced even deeper collaboration, with plans to integrate OpenAI's language models into Microsoft's suite of productivity tools. That means things like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint could soon be getting a serious AI upgrade. Imagine being able to write an entire presentation with just a few voice commands, or having Excel automatically analyze your data and generate insightful reports. That's the kind of power we're talking about here. This partnership has the potential to completely change the way we work and create. And let's be real, with Microsoft's vast resources and OpenAI's cutting-edge AI technology, they're a force to be reckoned with. I'm really excited to see what they come up with next. Alright, let's dive into the world of quantum computing for a minute. IBM just made a major announcement, and it's a big deal for the future of computing. They've successfully increased the number of qubits in their quantum computers, reaching new milestones in computing power. Now, if you're not familiar with quantum computing, it's basically a whole new way of processing information. Instead of using bits, which can be either a 0 or a 1, quantum computers use qubits, which can be both a 0 and a 1 at the same time. That means they can perform calculations exponentially faster than traditional computers, and they have the potential to revolutionize fields like medicine, material science, and artificial intelligence. IBM's breakthrough is a major step towards making quantum computing a reality. It's still early days, but the future of computing is looking pretty quantum. And finally, in hardware news, NVIDIA is still the king of the AI hill. Their latest earnings report shows that they're absolutely crushing it, with revenue and market share both on the rise. This is largely thanks to their A0900 and H100 GPUs, which are basically the gold standard for training large AI models. These chips are in high demand right now, and NVIDIA's reaping the rewards. It seems like everyone's trying to get their hands on these things, from research labs to tech giants. And with good reason, NVIDIA's GPUs are powering the AI revolution, and they're not slowing down anytime soon. But it's not all sunshine and roses in the world of AI. China just announced some new regulations aimed at controlling the use of generative AI models, and they're pretty strict. These rules will require AI developers to ensure their models adhere to ethical standards and avoid spreading misinformation or harmful content. Basically, China's government wants to make sure that AI is developed and used responsibly, and they're not afraid to crack down on companies that don't comply. This is a big deal because China is a major player in the AI world, and these regulations could have a ripple effect across the industry. It's a reminder that with great power comes great responsibility, and the development of AI needs to be guided by ethical considerations. So there you have it, folks, your weekly dose of tech news. From AI-powered search engines to quantum computing breakthroughs, it's been a wild ride. As always, I want to hear your thoughts on all of this. What tech news got you most excited this week? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any future tech deep dives. See you in the next one.